Athletics YouTube channel. I'm delighted to be joined by our 4 delegates here on the stage. We will speak to these gentlemen and then follow on with our key athletes afterwards. First, I'd like to welcome European Athletics President Dobromir Karamarinov. Dobromir, I'm sure you will agree that the setting for this year's SPAR European Cross Country Championships is absolutely wonderful.
It works? No. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, don't worry about the name. It's difficult name even in my country. Okay. Good morning, everyone. European Athletics is really proud that we are again in Italy. By the way, it's the 4th time the SPAR European Cross Country Championships delivered here in Italy, who is really one of the great European athletics members who delivered a lot for our sport. Just in less than 2 years' time, the main championships will be in Rome, 2024 European Championships. To be 4th time here, it means that we create a really excellent legacy, and I want to use the opportunity to thank a lot to the LOC, to the FIDAL, for the really great work what was to be done. According to history, the cross-country championships start 1994, but start just with the 2 races and 180 athletes. Now we have 7 races and more than 550 athletes. It really shows how this event is growing, how this event is important for the member federations. Tomorrow, 39 plus 1 refugees team, it means 40 teams will participate in this excellent course. It's, as I spoke before the press conference with Stefano, this course is really tough. He say, as a fan, it's a good course, but as an athlete, it's a really tough one. But this is cross-country means. The cross must be tough, must be challengeable. And for the athletes, I want to wish good luck. Good luck tomorrow, and not only tomorrow, good luck for the next year, 2023. It's really one of the so important years with the European indoor championships, with the first time ever all the team championships will be under one roof. All our member federations will compete in the same place in the team championships. But this is for the next year. Tomorrow, good luck, dear athletes, and good luck for all the officials, and thanks a lot for the FIDAL, thanks a lot for the LOC, for the all volunteers, officials, for the all and everybody who was involved for this excellent event. Thanks.
Thank you, Dobromir. Next, we're going to hear from Stefano May, the president of FIDAL, the Italian Athletics Federation. Stefano, yourself, you are a European champion over 10,000 meters. We've already talked about the course. From your perspective as an athlete, what do you think of the course?
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to everyone. Thanks to be here. And, like Dobromir, I spoke with Dobromir a few minutes ago, and I talk about the course. It's very, very nice. It's a beautiful place. This is a beautiful place. All Benaria Reale is a beautiful place. This is our lucky. We are lucky in Italy. We have a lot of sites like that. And and I see 3 weeks ago, I see the test event, and I can test the course. It's very, very tough, very, very hard. And I think that, like a fan, like a spectator, it's very nice to see the people running, the athletes running in that. But if I remember when I was an athlete, it will be not so nice for me, because I have other characteristics. I was a pistard, but it's okay. Thank you very much to Dobromir, to your help with all your staff, And I have a special thanks to say to Gianfranco Lucchi and all the team of the LOC, because I know that they work very hard in a difficult way, because, you know, after COVID, all the event is very, very hard to organize. But I'm sure that you can like what it was the work here. And so I want to say thanks to the region Piemonte too, and the Venaria Reale Commune. There is the major here, and so the only things that tomorrow we are all our eyes will be on the athletes, because they are the stars of the race always. So okay for the course, okay for the site, but tomorrow they are the stars. So thank you to be here. I see Yeman, I see my athletes, Nadia, and the other athletes that are here. Thanks to them, because they are the stars tomorrow, and I'm sure that that will be a beautiful race, 7 races. So thanks very much for all, and good luck for all the team.
Thank you, Stefano. Next, we will have some words from Gianfranco Lucchi, the president of the local organizing committee.
Good morning. I beg your pardon for my English. I am not sure you can understand my words, so I prefer speak in Italian. Francesca will kindly translate. È per me un onore e un piacere ospitarvi in questa bellissima sede. Il campionato europeo di cross è un evento che viene coorganizzato insieme ad European Athletics, per cui io ringrazio il presidente Karamarinov e tutto il suo staff, e con FIDAL, per cui ringrazio anche il presidente Stefano May. È un evento che ci ha visti impegnati da molti mesi, con ingente dispiego di risorse sia umane che economiche. Si svolgerà in un contesto particolarmente importante, che è quello del Parco La Mandria, e pertanto ringrazio anche il presidente del parco, l'avvocato Chiappero. Impreziosito sarà il percorso dall'attraversamento della Galleria delle Carrozze, che è un luogo a mio parere quasi magico, in un contesto dove abbiamo anche pensato alla sostenibilità. Infatti ci saranno dei mezzi elettrici che si muoveranno all'interno del parco, ci saranno delle ripiantumazioni di piante, di alberi all'interno di quello che è la parte del percorso.
First of all, I want to say that it's an honor and it's a pleasure for us to host you in this beautiful place. So the European Championships are organized together with the European Athletic Federation. So I want to thank both the president of the European Athletic Federations and of the Italian Athletics Federation. First of all, of course, we have to use many human and economic resources to implement this great championship. And hopefully, well, we are lucky that we can host it in the Parc La Mandria, so I want to thank the president of the park as well. This place is for me really magical, and the context wants to pay attention to the sustainability as well, so that's why we're going to have electrical cars around the park, and we're going to plant trees around the park as well.
Ne approfitto anche per ringraziare la Regione Piemonte per il contributo che ha voluto e potuto darci nell'organizzazione dell'evento.
I want to also thank the Piedmont region that wanted and could help us in organizing this event.
Ma un altro ringraziamento è per tutti gli uomini e le donne che hanno lavorato per molti mesi proprio per la realizzazione della buona riuscita di questo evento.
And I also want to thank all the ladies and gentlemen that helped us during those years working for this event.
Sicuramente anche dal punto di vista sportivo ci aspettiamo dei grandi risultati. 41 nazioni, 600 atleti, sono numeri importanti, sicuramente nel dopo pandemia, ma se andiamo a vedere anche prima sono numeri molto importanti.
And of course, from a sport point of view, we're expecting great results. We have 41 countries and about 600 athletes competing. So these numbers are huge, especially after the pandemics, but they were huge also before the pandemics.
Pertanto posso solo concludere dicendo buone gare a tutti.
So I must conclude by thanking you and say, have fun.
Thank you, Gianfranco, for your words. Finally, we will hear from Andrea Tronzano, a financial councillor of the Piemonte region.
Yes, good morning. I'll speak in English for a few words because I want to say something in Italian to be clear. Now I'm bring my greets from Mr. Cirio, Mr. President Cirio, and Mr. Ricca, as Deputy of Sports in Piedmont region. And of course, I greet Mr. Giulivi, Sindaco Mayor of Venaria, and Mr. L'Avvocato Chiappero, President of Venaria Park, insomma, La Mandria. Okay? Quindi thank you very much. I'm very proud to see all these athletes. For me, it's a pleasure to be here because I'm a man sport, and so I appreciate when somebody take part to a great championship, championship like European Championship. Ora passerei all'italiano dicendo che arrivo da Sestriere, che è un altro momento di grandi eventi. I grandi eventi caratterizzano questa stagione del Piemonte perché noi pensiamo e crediamo che dietro i grandi eventi ci siano sicuramente uomini di sport e quindi esempi che i giovani possono prendere e quindi imparare a loro volta e poter applicare, poter trasferire questa conoscenza dentro di loro e farlo e applicarlo fisicamente facendo sport. Ma dall'altra parte pensiamo che i grandi eventi creino turismo, creino ricchezza, riempiano gli ristoranti e gli hotel come lo sono in questo momento anche grazie ai campionati europei di cross, e quindi noi continueremo su questa linea. Uno dei grandi eventi, ringrazio il signor May, grande campione sportivo, grande campione del passato, ma ancora molto attivo, e siamo grati a lui per aver scelto Venaria e aver scelto anche questo evento all'interno dei grandi eventi della FIDAL, perché pensiamo che sia realmente un valore aggiunto importante. Ormai la corsa, maratona o no, è diventato uno degli elementi essenziali degli sport che vengono fatti. Infatti chiedo scusa se sono un po' veloce, ma penso che tu sia sufficientemente brava, perché io ho visto che sei molto attenta. E rientrano ormai in questi grandi settori dello sport. La corsa è uno di quelli che fa la differenza, perché crea veramente appartenenza e crea un senso di pienezza in chi lo pratica. Quindi ringrazio molto e vi auguro una buona gara, buona giornata.
I want to underline how the Piemonte region is nowadays the center of a lot of big events, and this is the season of big events here in this region, because we think that from these events the young people can learn a lot, and they can decide to commit as well. And we think also that big events create tourism. Now hotels and restaurants are full, also thanks to these championships. So we want to thank Mr. May. That was, as we said before, a great champion in the past, but we really think he's still really, really important for us. That's why we chose him, because we think he's crucial. And the sport is crucial as well. And in the world of sport, we think that running is really important because it makes the difference. It makes people feel part of something, and it gives a sense of fulfillment. So everything I can do is thank you all, and well, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Before we open the floor for questions, Gianfranco has asked if he can thank his sponsors for the event.
Prima volevo ringraziare anche la Reggia di Venaria, perché noi qua siamo all'interno di questo complesso, e sicuramente anche tutti i partner economici di European Athletics e di FIDAL che hanno dato il loro contributo per la realizzazione di questo evento.
I also want to thank the Venaria Palace and of course all the economic partners that made this event possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Gianfranco. We are always in debt to our sponsors and also our volunteers, as Dobromir mentioned at the start. So it's now time, if we have any questions from the audience, please invite you to ask any questions you have for our guests. No questions? That is okay. If we have no questions, we will move on to the athletes section of our press conference. Thank you. So I'll do one question, then we'll do questions from you. Thank you. Okay, if we're ready to make a start, that'd be great. I'd like to say welcome again. If anybody has joined us for the athlete interviews, we're here in Cappella di Sant'Umberto in Turin. And thank you very much for your time, but a particularly large thank you to our athletes. These athletes are competing tomorrow and they've taken time out of their day to join us, so thank you very much. First, we will go to Yamani Burhan Kripa of Italy. Yaman, at the European Championships in Munich, you took your first senior title in the 10,000 metres and you have a chance for a second title tomorrow. How important will the Italian crowds and how much might the hilly course help you tomorrow?
Hello everyone, good morning. Yeah, I have a chance for take second medal of this year, and is new chance for take a medal in cross country. Last year is not was good, but we have a new chance in Italy, finally in Italy. Yes, the course is very, very tough, but cross country is like this, and we're happy. I'm happy for, and I'm ready for tomorrow.
And do you think you have spent time preparing in Kenya? It's very hilly in Kenya. Do you think that will help you tomorrow?
Yeah. In Kenya was good. The course in Kenya is like this course, and yeah, I'm ready. I was 35 days in Kenya for training in altitude, and it was very nice. And I'm happy to take a part.
Thank you. And next, I'd like to introduce Nadia Batacleti. Nadia is our defending champion in the women's under-23 category. Nadia, tomorrow you will try and win your fourth successive European cross-country title. How have you maintained your consistency and your motivation over the years?
Hi everyone. Probably because every morning when I wake up, I start thinking I have to. So I think that this is my motivation. The last few months for me was very tough because I calf mononucleosis the week before the Europeans in Munich, and then I have had many infections. In fact, indeed, I finished my last cycle of antibiotic about 10 days ago. So I want to be here, and I never give up, and for this reason tomorrow I want to do a good race.
How much more does it mean to you that you could win another gold medal on Italian soil in front of the Italian fans?
Of course, running at home, it's very important. I don't know, I'm very excited. So, I don't know, tomorrow I wake up and I think, okay, I'm at home and I have to run fast.
Thank you, Nadia. So next I'd like to introduce Constanza Klosterhaufen. Constanza, you took a sensational 5,000 metre gold in front of a home crowd in Munich. Last time we were in Italy for the European Cross-Country Championships, you also struck gold in the junior women's race. The conditions in Sardinia were very different. Here in Turin, it's a lot colder, a lot more mud. How do you think the course will suit you tomorrow?
Hello. Thank you for having me here. It will be tough tomorrow. It's very, very different than in last time in Italy. It's pretty cold, and the course is pretty tough and hilly. It's probably not the best course for me, but I always like and enjoy the challenge, so I will give my best, and I'm excited to be back in Italy.
Germany have come to Turin with a very strong senior women's team. How motivated are they to retain the gold medal they achieved in Dublin?
Yeah, we came here with a very strong team, and we are all excited to go out there as a team. We know that we are strong, and I think we are all excited to see how we can take the challenge.
And finally, we come to Great Britain and Northern Ireland's Charles Hicks. Charles is our second the under-23 men's race in Dublin last year. Charles, you took a brilliant victory in the American Collegiate Cross Country Championships just 3 weeks ago in Oklahoma. How have you recovered physically and mentally in time to compete again tomorrow?
Yeah, that's a great question. That was an unbelievable race, probably the race of my life at this point in my career. And so the focus was just making sure I got as much rest and recovery as possible over these past 3 weeks. Getting to return back to my training base in California was really helpful. But mostly just trying to relax, focus on the little things, and keep the season rolling. So trying to make sure I still do that.
So I already mentioned the course we have here in Turin. I think it's very different from Dublin, where you won last year. There were some hills, but not to the extent we're going to have tomorrow. This is also very different from an American collegiate cross country. How do you think you're going to handle this course we have here tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's the same as any factor, especially in cross country, which is everybody out there is on the same course. So, I try not to worry about any particular thing out there because I know that every one of us is going to have to run it. So it'll just be interesting to see, how some of those be the best time to sort of try and separate. But, I'll talk to my coach about that tonight and we'll figure out the best strategy. But yeah, it's a really beautiful place. Even this room is absolutely exceptional, and I think it's going to be a fun one in Turin.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So it's now time for any questions we have from the room. Biljana, who's in the aisle, she has a microphone. So if you have any questions for our athletes, please wave.
I've got a question.
Oh.
Is it on? Yeah. I've got a question for Yeman. Ahead of the race, Jakob Ingebrigtsen was saying he was hoping for a flat course. Do you think the hills will play to your advantage, and do you actively enjoy the hills as well?
Yeah, maybe Jakob is on a high level. The course is easy or hard. Maybe it's the same for Jakob. Tomorrow I try to beat, but it's not easy. But we try.
Hi, I'm from Athletics Weekly. Could I ask a question to Charles? Have you had a chance to get out on the course today to have a run round it? And if so, I can see you nodding. How would it compare to typical US collegiate courses? A bit tougher, I imagine, but I'll let you explain.
Yeah, so if you look at my shoes and tights, you can see I've actually brought a bit of the course with me into this press conference. But yeah, it's very different. But I think, the heart of cross country remains the same. You're going out there to compete for yourself and especially your team. And so, we'll have to discuss team tactics on that side of things. But in terms of how the race plays out, it's just going to be, measuring your effort as best you can. Whether or not the course is going to take more of that effort than, a probably easier American course, that remains to be seen. But yeah, I think I just got to stick to my guns and keep doing what's been working for me.
Hi, Charles. This is Andrea. So, 2 questions. One is, did you ever cross in your mind the idea to compete in the senior race? And the second one is, since you are not in the senior race, what do you suggest to Yeman to beat Jakob? If there is any, if you will be in the race, what will you do to win?
That's a great question. I'm going to go on the record and say I'm not qualified in tactics for beating Jakob Ingebrigtsen. That's a very difficult feat to accomplish. But I did consider doing the senior race. I think, it's something that I have to do for the right time, for myself. And I think I'm still testing the waters of what I'm capable of. So I thought the U23 race just made sense to me. You know, I really wanted to get that team win for Great Britain last year, and we came up a little bit short. So we're going to be really focusing on that and just trying to bring back as many golds as we can to Great Britain. And I think, you know, my best chance to do that was in the U23 race. But yeah, best of luck to you with that.
Okay, thank you. Oh no, we have one more from Mark Butler down the front.
Thank you. I just walked round the course myself, and it was quite a strange experience going through the indoor section. What do you, perhaps Nadia and Constance, think of the indoor section that they'll have to negotiate tomorrow?
Lady Nadia, do you have an opinion on the section inside, in the castle? What do you think of the section in the castle? Yeah.
Okay, it was really, I don't know, beautiful, and also because I don't think any other race have this particular, I don't know, room or, yeah.
Constanza, do you have any thoughts on the indoor section? It's very unique.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. There probably will be very beautiful pictures inside. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious how to see how the race will take place inside, because it's very narrow. And yeah, after the muddy section before, it's probably nice to have some firm ground. But it will be interesting to see how it will go.
Okay, thank you everybody. That will conclude our press conference, and we are now under 20 hours to go until the SPAR European Cross Country Championships. We hope you all enjoy it a lot.